So it's finally time to upgrade. It's been 3-ish years. I've been using the Canon 30D. It's not a bad camera by any means, but I wanted something with some video quality and just some higher resolution. So this came in the mail yesterday. This is the replacement for the old Canon 30D. So right here we have, this is the new camera. This is a Canon 7D. So I'll set this off to the side real quick and we'll check out what else is in here. So this camera came with the camera, charger, a battery, and the strap. The strap isn't in here. I've already opened this up to check it out. But here we go. So this is the camera. This is the new Canon, new to me, Canon 7D. It's in really great condition. It's got a few, just like right there, it's got a little paint scraped off, and that's about it. So this camera, like I said, does photos and video. And it's, of course, the Canon mount, so it's the same. All my same lenses will work. So I guess we'll start and compare it to the 30D. So if we set them next to each other, it's slightly bigger. I think it's slightly heavier. So we've got pretty much the same controls up top. Some things to switch positions, like the light buttons down here now. But then you just have the ISO and stuff here, white balance. Those are all in the same places. The wheel up here is in the same place. This has this other button here that this does, the 30D does not. The hand grips, if you look at the front, are slightly different. I'm not sure which one I prefer at this point. And then on the front, it's pretty much the same layout. Shutter release, the flash pop-up button, and the I don't know what to call this, but when you're taking a picture and you set the aperture, it doesn't adjust it. You push that and it slides it into place so you can see what your picture is going to look like with the aperture open or closed or wherever you have it. Then up top, so we've got the wheel over here still. On the 6D or 7D, the on and off switch is over here as opposed to down here on the 30D. I'm still trying to get used to that. Every time I go on this one, I reach down and I try flipping what is the wheel lock switch on this. So then up on the sides here, get them open. They both use CF cards. This one has a sprung door, this one does not. On the bottom, whoops, pretty much the same here. Battery doors, I believe, just like the CF door. Yeah, that one's sprung, and this one is not. This one uses the LPE6 batteries. This uses, I don't remember what they are. They're not the same, they're not interchangeable though. And then on the, so we've got the tripod mount. And then on this one, we have, if we pop this rubber cover off, I believe this is a mini HDMI, micro HDMI, something like that, on the bottom. So then the sides here, we've got pretty much the same. We've got a flash and a shutter inputs here. And then under this one we have a mic input, analog out, and an HDMI. And I think that's, again, the mini HDMI. This one just has the video out and whatever that digital is. And this one, the door was cut off by the previous owner. So then moving on to the back here. So we've still got these controls up here, same. So you'd use these to like zoom in your picture on your screen or change your focus points, I believe. This one has an AF button here, and then they've still got the same joystick here. Down here, still got the wheel with the button in it. I prefer that over, I know some of the other ones have a arrow pad, D-pad kind of thing here. I've still got the indication light here. Up here on this one, we have the switch between photo and video modes. That's a little click to the side, and then you just push that to start video. This one has a bigger screen. I believe this is a 3-inch screen. I don't remember what this is. I'll flash that up on the screen. And then this one, so on the 30D, you have on, and then flip that up, and that's the wheel lock. On this one, it's a separate switch down here, so that's unlocked. Slide to the side, that's locked. And then also things that the 7D does that this one doesn't, has a dedicated button up here to switch between RAW and JPEGs, which is a nice feature. I definitely like shooting in RAW because it gave me more to deal with later, or more picture to work with later. And then we have this. Let me turn it on so I can show you this. This button here, which I like. If you push it, you get all your settings up here on the display, whereas this one, you'd have to read them from the screen up here. So if you wanted to see your ISO, you'd have to bump over to the ISO tab, white balance. On this one, you can still do it that way, and it still displays all the settings in here, but you can hit the, just a second, get rid of the menu, hit this button, and you can come in here, and as long as you're on it, you can physically adjust it here. You can change ISO, shutter speed. You cannot change your mode. That is up here. That just shows you which one you're in. You can change your image size down here, RAWs. So that's a handy feature I like. This one has that the 30D doesn't. And then pretty much after that, it's the same. You've got the menu. There's info. There's to look at your images and delete. This one does not have the jump button that this one does, and the delete has been moved up here. And then this function, this is your picture styles, so you can switch between colored, monochrome, different so there are different modes for pictures. I'm just leaving it at the default where it was. I haven't messed with much of that yet. So other than that, there's not a huge difference. This is a 8.5 megapixel camera, I want to say. It's 8 point something. This one is 18.5, so it's over twice the megapixels, and it does video. That was really the main reason for getting a new camera, was the ability to do video with a DSLR, switch out the lenses. So I guess now at this point in the video, I will put up some pictures, sample pictures, and some sample video out of this, and I'll put some pictures side by side between the 30D and the 60 or 70.